Aloha, everybody.
Aloha!
Welcome to Fracking the Hood. And bust out your Nutter Butters because it is National Peanut Butter Day. Gina has informed us.
I like peanut butter.
You know what I like about peanut butter? Everything. What up, what up?
Especially when it has some chocolate on it.
All right, everybody. Oh, wait, we didn't do the main thing. Here, this is the one that gets everybody. This brings all the boys to the yard.
Ladies
and ladies.
welcome.
Bam! Important things. The only way you ever hear that kind of nonsense is when important things are about to be said.
You got a lot to say.
I got a lot to say today. Gina is here. Aloha, Gina. Welcome. I already said that, but it was really loud, so I don't know if you heard that.
Wendy, B-Dog, Callie Debs.
Callie Debs, aloha. Gina says, thank you to John Flippin' A and Easy for his shoes. Hit that like button and have gotten a sale his last two shows.
Nice.
I hit like here, so hoping. Oh yes, no, absolutely. In fact, today, two times sales.
I better
Like once.
I'll like it too.
Sale
Let's get
twice.
some sales.
We need some too. Good. What is it? It's afternoon. Good afternoon, Moronic Pest and Patricia. Ladies and boys. That's very accurate, actually.
She's so funny. Love her.
So yeah,
Darth Thrifter.
Darth Thrifter and Matt
Aloha.
Marg is here too.
Nice.
This is our James.
Aloha, Paul Rose.
Aloha, welcome to the big Wednesday party, afternoon party. And we could be working, but we're going to just be here in front of these super bright lights that blind us.
Really
so we
bright.
can't even see what's happening.
We were busting out some stuff this morning.
We did. We worked.
I was.
We worked. And what I've been doing is going through the 371 items that I vaporized this weekend. I've been going through, knowing that the lower priced items, because it was all under 1642. I don't know how it happened, but all the items were below 1642. I know I had comic books there, 45 records, and cassette tapes. So I went through all the cassettes, found the ones that were not there. I went through all the comic books, found all the ones that were not there.
A huge amount of comic books.
Huge, like most of the comic books. In fact, only 20 were up out of, 200. So that was a big hit right there.
Well,
Anyway, I located them.
I have over 100,000 photos on my iPhone.
Joy!
So having to get through and find all of those pictures, it might be better just to retake photos.
That was for your 100th.
911?
Yes. 911, you have 100,000 pictures on your phone.
Help me search them. However,
Jeff Kath is here, and Jen. Welcome. Darth Thrifter. We said hi to Darth Thrifter just to make sure. And the Muppet theme, I didn't have time to do that today. Sorry.
It's time to get things started.
It's time to light the lights. Why don't you get started? Why don't you get things started? Are they gonna? They're probably gonna take our no money.
We don't sound anything like it.
Yeah, they're still gonna do it.
We're not close enough.
Great shows. I watched just to see the dog, Lawrence Trombley. Thanks. There he is. There's the poker pants. Oh, Pokes, people love you. Do you want me to do the big aloha and get you out of your sorts? Aloha! That gets us kissed right
so
in the
cute.
mouth.
And up the nostril.
And a little bit up the nostril. He has he could go right up your tongue and remove small parts of your brain if he was a doctor.
James is in the house.
Aloha, James.
Our James. What's going on, fellow humans and Reseller?
Welcome. Yeah, we were just watching your troll school video. before we
I
came
love
on
how
here.
you handle it. It's you're a pro, that's for sure.
Yes, you are. And so nice nice 5 head. I'll just come right in with the 5 head. I've got a 5 head, but I don't mind it. I'm very like it's I don't know. I just have it, and then I just feel like Ben Franklin. But I felt like Ben Franklin since my 20s. So it just went up and then it stopped. And then now I'm just Ben Franklin with a hat.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've been to a barber in 20 years. My hair just magically cuts itself. It's basically like eBay. It just magically innovates its length to the exact length it needs to be.
Yeah, you used to have to cut your hair, and now
All the people over. Oh my God, James! Back in the day when my mom went to Europe or wherever she went, because she'd go away and leave me alone when I was, 16, 17, around there. We would, roll up the carpet, like her bedroom, put all the furniture, the carpets, couldn't move the piano. Everything else went in her bedroom, and we locked that door, even though people got in there too. But the day she left we'd send her off at SFO at the airport going to Europe. We would run home, put all the stuff in her room so it would stay relatively safe. We would put the stereo out in the backyard, and the neighbors. Oh man. Anyway, thanks for reminding me.
You were like the epitome of an 80s coming of age
It
movie.
I lived just a John Hughes life. The part where you're partying, not the part where you go to school and then do something with your knowledge. 40 people watching, but only 12 likes.
Howdy, Stoic!
Thank you for the 12 likes. Let's look at it that way. Let's come at it from the positive side. Thanks for the 12 likes, people. But get your buns over there like that. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, because I don't know, for whatever reason, I'm sure I could talk to people who do the YouTube. My subscribery just sits there, and it goes like, one person leaves, one person comes in. It's like, it's like the Brady Bunch when they do the seesaw contest, but it's way late at night, so they're going hecka slow. That's our subscriber base. Sorry, that's okay.
Flipping it easy.
Aloha, welcome, John.
We're doing great, thanks.
Oh, and there's Amy, and do we forget somebody? Oh, Kevin. Aloha, Kevin. Welcome. Yeah, we're gonna just talk gently about the 1,000 layoffs, but there's not that much to say about this. I don't consider it. If I were to look at this with my business brain on, I would say, thank goodness there's somebody at the head of the company that knows when to lay the people off so they don't go bust. That's ultimately my first opinion of it. Is I have no idea what's going on behind, and when a company like that lays off people, that's to trim the fat. That's to keep it afloat. I mean, without being, hopefully it's not so affected that they had to lay off the 1,000 not to die, but usually CEOs just lay people off from time to time.
Motorcycle dork.
Aloha. Welcome, Josh. Backyard mowing is referring to the slow bays of the E. Yeah,
1,000 people is a lot.
1,000 people is a big. Well, it's 10% of their workforce, and it's 10. It's not their vendors. It's 10 people like you and me people who have, know how to do stuff in the real world, who are employable.
I wonder how
it's 1,000 employable people.
I wonder how many people they brought in over the past 3 years
to handle the influx of sellers. They probably had to hire people to handle the influx of crappy sellers that came over the pandemic.
Right, and now that those crappy sellers are leaving,
and they're trying to get rid of them anyway.
Even good sellers are leaving.
Everybody's leaving. Bye.
They don't need as many
employees
people.
Are leaving. Oh no!
They don't need as many employees on board to monitor all that.
No, yeah, it's true. I don't.
And the AI thing.
George Oz coming in saying that 250,000 in tech. Yeah, tech's. We see if you're paying attention at all, you can see it all. Everybody says going to the grocery store is expensive. I find it to be very expensive. Yeah, sure, it's noticeable. It's about the same price. Though, I don't know what you guys did at the pandemic, but during the pandemic for quite a while, we shopped Instacart through our grocery store and through Costco.
What is going on with my throat?
And the prices are about the same as they are now because Instacart jacks up that stuff. So it doesn't seem that expensive if you're looking at it from that point of view. Again, looking for positive ways to access the information. So we're like, yay, life. But in general, I think that eBay is we're okay. As far as it being safe and not, it's not falling apart. It's I don't think they're probably gonna, my best view, a little bit. Boy, Josh Galt's a very, very what's the word there? When you're positive about something, when you feel good about something, optimistic, is that the word? Yeah. So he's very optimistic that this year you're going to see eBay bounce back and start promoting us and start trying to get new buyers. I just can't. I don't feel that optimism, but I don't feel anything. I feel pretty numb to eBay and their shenanigans and antics.
Well,
how's that feel?
Jack, hi.
Right? Aloha, Jack. Welcome.
He's saying
we're doing great. Did he say it like Tony the Tiger?
We're doing great. So great. We don't need 9% of our workforce.
I know. Why
Congrats.
would you?
Did I mention how great we're doing?
Why would you when problems are clearly increasing? You guys must all watch Auction Professor, and he's been really laying low. His video this week, and he's from the old school, so I don't know if you like him or not, but I do. And he's like one of our first people that we came in to look for eBay information came through him, through real informations. And I've known Jason T. Smith for a long time and some other eBay YouTubers. But I mean, like if you really want information, not entertainment,
like the behind the scenes kind of
stuff. Yeah, he's the guy that
strategy.
We started. Stuff. We found first, but boy, the past year since he moved, I guess that's been occupying his time. He's really been. But he's got a behind the scenes thing that he charges for too. So I don't know what that, but anyway, he put out a video about all the different problems that are all the ones that we've had in the past, month or so with the store numbers being wrong. And, what else? 2 or 3 other things.
Well, James has been, my boring reselling life has been saying that for a while now. What? I know. Oh, no, it's coming.
It's COVID. It's got you by the throat.
And, yeah. And, oh, right. And he was also saying, Auction Professor, that he's been dealing with that for a very long time, too. And he no longer...
stuff being taken down all of a sudden? Stuff like all of a sudden being taken down? Like just in the past few weeks that more things are being taken down.
He was saying a lot of his postcards and paper goods are just being flagged and taken down because of AI is thinking it's, something not Vero, but more.
Paul Rose has automatic hair too. That's awesome.
Wait.
As you get about 50 and your hair just cuts itself. If you have long hair.
James, I don't know if he was joking. He was saying that he was going to be releasing a video around 2 p.m. about I think my employee layoff video scheduled.
You're going to lay off your employees, James?
Wait, is that
your
his son?
Your son's getting laid off. Oh,
and his baby girl.
Does he know that yet? Oh, dear.
Someone was saying they liked my shirt. Was it Nesbit? Yeah, Amy, thank you.
Amy loves this shirt.
This was eBay or Etsy, Everything I wear, I try to get vintage. So.
Yeah, it was. We did a lot of shopping during the pandemic, for sure. Jen says the January has the sales suck. Yeah, it's an odd January. I think everybody had the day 1 through 9 bug, except for Tommy Bernard podcast and other super reselling geniuses. But for the most part, I think a lot of us had the 1st and the 9th as dog duty. Last 2 days, absolute garbage. Oh.
Can I just say, Good Carve Antiques was saying Auction Professor was totally negative. It's funny you say that because we always used to refer to him as Angry Guy.
Yeah, the angry guy. I mean, he's very Very, very dry. Like
talk
so
about,
dry.
Well, talk about
He's like
stoic.
sand. Yeah.
I mean, he's very.
He's
just,
the stoic. Yeah.
Yeah, you never get I don't think you ever get a smile out of him, that's for sure.
No. And now he wears jeans all the time. Now you can see the bottom half of him, and he's always standing up there. I was saying that to Bridget. I'm like, usually you used to see him with just a fake background. Remember? He always had
now
the
he's all in
green.
jeans with his leg up on the chair.
On his chair, looking at and with his weebles in the background. But
Well,
you know,
he has a
that's
nice
cool.
new home and stuff.
He's very
where he
proud of
can-
it.
Yeah,
He's got that proud
he should be.
posture. Yes, good for
He
him.
does well. Oh, which, you know what reminds me? He was saying that he sells on, it's like paper goods though, site called Hip.
Hip. Yes, this seems to be like, I didn't know about Hip, and probably everyone knows about it, but it seems to be a precursor to District, sort of, where
Yeah.
you've got different marketplaces, not exactly the same, but independent marketplaces where they just do stamps, comic books, and something else.
And postcards, I think. But he said he does well on there.
And Jack says, Jack said something. Jack said that he thinks he likes Josh because he's positive. I don't. Oh, he doesn't hold that against him. But in the past 10 months has felt like nothing I felt in 20. No, of course, no. This is all new. This is all junky, cuckadoo-doos. That's why we're all here. I wonder if is there a single. Maybe there's one eBay employee in here. I'm like serious. Come in here and tell us all the secrets, even though you signed a
NDA.
NDA. Just tell us anyway. Chat.
Somebody was
What do
saying,
you
I wonder
think
what they
those-
were. Yeah,
what they did. They were bad eBayers. No, they got the axe. They got the lowest productivity axe. You know, they just took the least performers probably in the different categories. That's how they do it. That's why I never wanted to be corporate, because I'm going to get axed immediately. The first day I don't show up because I want to go to
You want to
to
run
a
across
comic
the
book.
courtyard and use the ATM
Yeah.
and leave the store unlocked.
go to Comic-Con or do something. They're going to be mad at me and fire me. So I don't do that.
Major
Unless,
win, aloha!
unless I'm the boss. Unless I'm the boss. A lot of business. I've lost a lot of business when my Navy base closed. Oh, that's Jack. Yes, and he had a comic book store and something else. Lost 75% of business. Had to pivot. And then Backyard Mowing said exactly. It's funny seeing the ones that were banned or have zero clue how things should be. I don't. Nope. Probably reading the wrong thing to the wrong thing. A site doing so great doesn't get taken off the NASDAQ 100. No. What I'm saying, Jack, by that is that not everybody can do great all the time. I'm saying that a proper CEO, a captain of a ship, will avoid an iceberg. It doesn't mean they're not going to go into the iceberg section or go through the frozen sea or whatever. It just means that they're going to avoid full catastrophe yeah. So anyway, he doesn't suck from that point of view. Jamie, you don't suck completely.
Diamante Dave is saying the platform upgrades are on schedule for completion March 24th. This is good news. They will be able to reduce the workforce due to the upgrades.
And that's what I also assume they did.
hope.
Ever since they took down my Virgin Killers by Scorpion cassette, when we were first affected just 2 weeks ago by AI pre-reading our auctions as we listed auctions, it was taking a while before they showed up, which is actually they were pre-reading them. Although I'm not even sure if that's true now, because they show up in my for active items. They just don't show up in my store, and they were showing up in my store slow. I thought that was a sign of them doing a AI pre-read.
When you call into customer service, they just have like this bowl with little folded up pieces of paper
Yeah.
with the answers on it. And so
They
when
do.
you call and you go, why is this
They
happening?
have
They go, oh, hold on.
The 1,000 people they let go were the origami
Oh,
people.
that's AI scanning
The people
your
that
items.
that made the origami swans that they have in the bowls. They all got let go. So if you need origami. But it's a shame, because those are, those were good paying jobs that those people are sad today.
Well,
What's
right.
really sad is the 8,000 people stayed home today waiting for the Zoom call of death.
Yeah.
That's just like almost gross. like
Well, I
almost
wonder how many people
creepy.
were assigned to make the calls because one person
Just
wasn't.
one.
No, sitting there calling 1,000
Yeah,
people.
they called 8,000 people on Zoom at once.
No.
They didn't make 1,000 separate Zoom calls.
Oh, I thought they were doing it separately.
Are you kidding me?
Privately.
Oh, it's just one call for
I read an
8,000
article.
people. I mean 8,000. Why am I saying that? Did they lay off 8,000 people? It's like all of their workforce. Let's see. Platform upgrades. Oh, that was Diamante Dave. And Diamante Dave may know things. So that's good. I hope that March 24th is the real super date of realness. And then what will it seem like, Diamante Dave? Do you have any idea of what it will feel like the next day? Or is nothing going to feel different? It's going to stop falling. The floor, we're going to stop just free falling down the hole to the land of the lost. Because I want to be in the land of the found for a second, please. eBay needs to introduce Weird Al's eBay song as an ad. It would be cool to see an ad once in a while. Wonder if any of the 1,000 will blow a whistle. I'm not sure there's a whistle to blow, except that they monkeyed with it. And, I won't show you my beautiful, beautiful bar chart of numbers and graphs that I love to show.
Thank you.
But, when you do a reset every single day, boy, you can see when they flip a switch or turn a knob. It's pretty obvious. Probably very similar to the way James sees it. Just because he has so many items, I have just anytime you do a nuclear reset, you're getting that first day spike. So you can see if that spike is going down or up or what they're giving you. They should just be giving you bleh, just vomiting first day organic numbers, which is, I think, what they do. So you can see when they tune it.
So I wonder who is, if you were to call into customer service today, I guess it's the Philippines answering. Is it always the
it always
always
goes
the
to the Philippines
Philippines?
pretty much, yeah. Patricia says firing and laying off employees is the worst. It's not only the worst, but think about how it's the worst. Yeah, no, I'm going to agree with that. There's no follow up to that except for saying, imagine those 8,000 people who, whatever they did, maybe they moved to California, maybe they, I happen to know that a lot of them
8,000.
I don't know. Why do I keep saying that? Let's put an end to me. I have a new one too, also.
Although the remaining 8,000.
Yeah, the remaining 8,000. So the departing 1,000. Oh, that's what it was. Is that they said 8,000 people had to stay home. What did I read that? 8,000 people had to stay home, and 1,000 of them were being culled. Just chickens getting their heads twisted off. And I just can't imagine sitting at home waiting. 8,000 people had to stay home yesterday. Today. Whenever. The day that they got fired. Today. 8,000. The news was 8,000 people stayed home.
Did you read the article I sent you?
Are you listening to what I'm telling you? I am telling you the facts as they are. 8,000 people stayed home today. 1,000 people will never leave home again. So anyway, that's what happened. And I think that's creepy. It's like, I don't know, like ancient, kind of like creepy, ancient, like I don't know, just lopping off people's heads, sort of. It's weird.
Well, how do you
it adds
suggest
like
it
an
be
element
done?
of fear. It adds an element of
Right, everyone is sitting
shucky
there.
fear.
Well, you're right. I remember during the pandemic, and one by one, each of us were getting a phone call, and we'd call each other after we got the phone call saying, yep, I got the call too. It was awful.
Well, that was every single person got canned. So, but this is just like a 1 out of 8 is going to get canned, and that's what happened. Stoic says, something tells me the quarterly earnings call is not going to be, well, it's not going to be strong, but they already hedged their nonsense at the beginning of this last quarter. Hence the 1,000 layoffs 30 days prior to these. I just don't know if they planned the layoffs, if it was coming up, if they,
we're waiting to see what the numbers would be.
That's what they do, right? So they go, but they plan ahead. The major corporations plan way ahead. Well, not way ahead, but they say, hey, in December, if we don't hit waymark, 1,000 people leave in January. They didn't just do that in 2 weeks. They planned that maybe last quarter, a while ago.
And then, right, what if they actually had even more people on the line, but they did reach one goal, so they were like, okay, we'll just do 1,000.
That's just, it's kind of like war. Corporate, in the war room, in the boardroom is very similar. Remember they made a movie? We should go back in the 80s and make a movie called Wall Street and just teach people about this and be cool. Greed is good. I just came up with that term. Greed is good. It's never been said before. Let's see. James said something about something. It's too late. I don't know what it. Zoom of death, baby. What the Zoom of death, baby?
Zoom of death, baby.
Baby. It's only a matter of time. Stick will eventually fall. Most investors stop drinking the Kool-Aid eventually. Yes, they do. And I think that, we're making a lot of noise this quarter and last quarter. I just started on YouTube, us together, because it's actually been quite, it takes both of us. Doesn't take both of us to talk.
It doesn't take both.
Well, you do the arts. You got to do the art. I can't do the arts.
You could do that.
I can do it, but I'm saying I can't do the arts and then do the talk and then do the type. It's too much for one person.
But you could, whatever.
Yeah. Thank you. So the point being that we were on in October, so we were on for one quarter only. We're not the only ones who just came on eBay to talk about annoyances. Annoyances. How do you say that? What's the plural of annoyance?
Annoyances.
Annoyance. Let's see. Nobody is answering their calls. No, there's nobody there. Can't wait for the leak of the Zoom. It will. I'll bet it will. I mean, there are 1,000 sad people today. And would you be the person? Okay. I just want to show you something. What'd you do?
Making cookies.
Are you making some cookies with your phone again?
Yeah.
Okay. I got to show you this because I screamed in pain when I watched this, and I yelled out to my lovely wife. I was like, "Sweetie, come here quicker! Look at this! What does it all mean?"
Oreos versus statins.
What is it all? Yes. No. But I was just like, can you please help me understand what eBay is putting their time into? Where's the eBay channel? Okay, channel on eBay. They probably hid their channel because they're like, oh, there it is. Oh, okay. Now, I'm going to preface this video by saying there's absolutely
what is
nothing
this?
wrong with this. I'm not saying there is, and this guy is
who
pretty
it
excited.
for?
I just want to know why. Why are you wasting your time on this? Why are you showing me this guy who, and I'll tell you what I got from the video.
He's probably one of the fired people.
I'm betting he is. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Here it is.
My favorite thing working here is I can, travel a lot and I meet so many different people with very different background. I think my work is really meaningful because I deliver.
I'm happy for him.
My sellers, majority of my sellers are factory.
He's in a factory.
Feel satisfying.
He's in a factory?
I really feel great. I really help them to do the business on eBay. About eBay's culture, I really, I feel so free, flexible.
He's free.
And
because he's not in
passionate.
China.
And everyone just respect to each other. I love eBay. I will always want to stay at eBay.
And he likes eBay.
I'm eBay.
Okay.
Right.
So he's your target.
Right?
If you don't like eBay, go after Zingtao. No, I'm kidding. He's an employee. Is he laid off? This is 5 days ago.
Go big.
This was 5 days ago. Why are they putting out love the employee videos? I assume that guy, hopefully that guy didn't get laid off. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the hypocrisy of putting out that video 5 days ago? And then, so I am not making fun of the guy. I'm very happy that he works at eBay. If he does indeed work at eBay, who knows? They could just say he
at
does.
First I was like, wait, is this someone that is a sort of a mentor to people that want to have a business on eBay, or is he an eBay employee helping business?
I have no idea.
It
and
seems like he's an eBay employee.
He seems like he's an eBay employee, and I don't know what he does, but it's a great job. It's a great place. He wants to be eBay forever. And does he work there still? And why are they wasting my time
We
with
need
putting
answers.
out those videos?
Can we?
I don't need to know him.
Can you comment?
I don't
on that
mind
and
knowing
ask
him.
if he still has his
I'm
job.
not mad that I know Zing, but I don't need to know him.
80s 80.
80s, welcome. So I'm just wondering why the time, effort, waste for that video. That video now exemplifies to me waste that that eBay was doing while they're getting ready to fire 1,000 people. They're making that video while they were getting ready to fire the people. They were making that video.
Somebody in the marketing department didn't get the
But why
word.
weren't they marketing my store?
Yeah.
Why? Why?
Did you say hi to Jeff? Zennick? Jeff Zennick?
No. Where's Jeff? Jeff. Hello, Jeff. No, I'm sorry. I'm behind, as usual. Well, it starts to get very muddy down once we start for a
you're
while.
skipping around too, I see.
I'm trying to just get it through it. I really try hard, but you know, I can only be so perfect. Super geniuses can only read so many comments per hour. Biff Boffo is here. He is late but present. Thank you. Brightline is here. Also, Dash is saying some YouTubers say, do promoted listings or your eBay store will die. I say eBay needs to advertise or die. Well, I think what's going to happen is that's what's going to happen. So whether or not I don't think promoted listings currently, okay, this is amateur hour at its finest. I personally do not believe promoted listings are tied to anything. I think you just put money in this one place, and then they put then they give you these views in these other places, but they're not your search views, so then they don't matter. So I don't know, promoted listing doesn't do anything. Of course it does do something. I just don't believe they're really tied together the way they profess they're tied together. I think it's like simple. I think they need to have somebody say, oh my gosh, this guy's promoting at 20%. And then somebody, Zing, goes over to the big, steampunk panel with the steam coming out of it. And he's like, whoosh, and he turns up your sales a little bit. That's what's happened.
Okay.
And now they just fired all those people. So now that your sales will never get up if you promote. Now, interestingly, I would love to know if I promoted and did the nuclear reset, what would happen. And I would also like to know what would happen if I just listed it and leave it and promoted. But we know what happens with that because I can still look at my records and see that. Nope. I mean, I about at 1/5 of the page views if you do not do a nuclear reset every day. Just page views. It doesn't mean sales because you still have to have good items. Right? Right.
Well, if you promoted and did nuclear reset, could it possibly be like what we experienced in June of 2023?
No. It increases page views by about 15 to 20%. So you do get a little boost, but not enough to make any difference. And then when you look at how many of your sales are promoted, they all end up being promoted.
Well, you were just saying you would be curious to see. So.
Well, yeah. The thing is that we can never measure it because we did the experiment during the fourth quarter. We did the experiment with the thing. We can never have the exact same items, although they're pretty close, but we really can't. So we are, we're kind of like experimenting with blinders on, but that's all we can do. Let's see.
Kent's a little farther down, but
it's a crap show
Kent's
over there. Major Win says their numbers must look good. They got plenty of our advanced promotion money. They did on Q2. That's the way they went awesome. Q3, we were kind of surprised, but they were like, yeah, 80% of people love it. 80% of this. If you were to give a poll to the CEO, the vice CEO, and the deputy assistant to the CEO, 80% of those people liked it. So that's who liked that. Biff says, you've been laid off. Zoom call incoming. Uh-oh. Biff, don't answer the phone. My boring reseller, Jamie, is just trying to save his butt before the shareholders catch on how he screwed up the site. I kind of was like, last year, or this last quarter, hoping that people would catch on to his kind of Walmarting of eBay didn't work. And then, I get a little excited. I get like evil excited. I'm just like, can he just screw it up so bad? But the only problem with that is, James, is that, oh wait, since I have
This is I, James.
Is that he could just get a golden parachute and floats down to ruin another company because he's young. So he's just gonna, wear his bowling shoes and go to a different company. Maybe he'll go to AMC theaters and ruin that.
Yeah, but he may have known that there was going to be all of these, hurdles and stuff along the way. And
you're saying that he's part of the New World Order and he designed all the hurdles.
And if March is really their,
oh my gosh,
it'll
be 1 year.
The finish line for all of this crazy nonsense.
It would be 1 year.
He can be like, no, this is what I was planning. I just wasn't going to make it public to everyone.
I meant to do that. Mm-hmm. It was, it's the end of the first quarter. It's 1 full year of disaster. Maybe. We'll see. Wouldn't that be slick?
Right.
Paul Rose says it's almost, sorry.
I wasn't.
It's almost like they think as little of their employees as they do their sellers. They do. They're ruthless. That little twerp is ruthless. I don't even know how. He looks short to me, but
it is. That's what
ruthless.
happens. So when anyone gets fired or whatever, you always just go, "Wow, my employer sucked."
You don't drive. Okay, so let's just put this in perspective. So your employees you abuse as a owner of a company. Your employees get the shaft all the time. But you don't take a tractor and run over your inventory. Essentially, we're inventory. Like we're providing the motor for the engine for the money. We're the thing. Don't run us over with the tractor. Beat up on your employees. Okay, they signed up for it. We didn't sign up. We just signed up to pay you a little money so you'd sell our crap. It's on. Biff Buffo says, Jack, I've been through it before during the original .com bust. Yeah, that was a thing. Remember .com?
Yeah, and Diamante Dave, sales are going to get better March 2024. Hopefully everyone can hold on. Site issues are expected to improve. And, March will be here really quickly.
eBay reseller news now with Primo, Kimo, and Spam Banshee. We have it straight from the horse's mouth. Diamante Dave says sales are going to get better in March. Hold on. Like Wilson Phillips says, hold on. I hope so. Diamante Dave has secrets. And I hope you're right. I don't doubt you, but I just want it to be true. And when you say things like you've been sticking to March, the end of March, so yeah, I hope so. And I hope we do just wait for that 1 year where we just suffered, and then I put out a video that's 5 seconds long, and it was like, ha, JK, just kidding, bye. And because everything's right again.
I'm sorry, I'm reading comments. I'm not.
No,
I'm trying to figure out.
Don't read. Look there and talk to the people.
I'm trying to figure out the thread.
Don't do it. You can't do it. It's impossible. Major Win says, Jack, good to know they can still get removed.
That's what I was looking at.
Oh, was it? I got a neutral and had to send an email because there was no option to get called. Neutral removed. So I'll give you my secret to using the chat customer service is just say it's an account. It's as Ferris Bueller would say, it's immature. It's a little childish. You lick your palms, so your mom thinks you have a fever. But you go through. You say it's account hacked. Account hacked. Just say your account was hacked, and then they put you into. At least they call you back. That's how I do it.
Well, it's like they triage.
I never do. I don't have to call in anymore because it's a waste. I still have to call and
you
get my
hardly-
$60 back for this month though.
Yeah, but you don't really call it much at all.
It's a waste. And I had a time when international shipping was being released, when we had some issues, and I would wait till Sunday morning at 8:00 in the morning. I would get East Coast time. I would get definitely somebody on the continent. And at that time, I spoke with a high-ranking level person in eBay International Shipping, and they're very, how they talk, but she was just verifying that there was problems with the that I should put the measurements in the size, that whatever, they were having problems with that MRS number, the international shipping number, and getting sizes of packages right and things. They weren't quite ready. I think they just go into something and then see if it works.
Oh, we barely ship internationally anymore.
No,
so.
never. We did get one book, just a book, like a Commodore 64 book, which somebody wanted to return, but it was international, and eBay's like, we took care of it for you. In Mario. I wanted to be Mario. We took care of it for you. Yay.
Well, you remember Tommy Bernard in, I don't know,
I remember him,
two
yes.
videos ago, he was saying that he felt that doing international shipping was just adding another layer of stuff to get effed up by eBay, and was sort of suggesting, if people removed one layer, it would maybe help accounts not get all messed up as much. Sort of like if you buy an electronic thing, instead of a manual washer, you move to one of those really digital ones. There's more to go wrong on the digital one than there is on just the manual one with the little knob. So if you add more things to your account on eBay, there's maybe more to go. There's more to go wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true, but I think I'm pretty sure their magical innovations and stuff was all AI. It's all so they can get rid of customer service, so they can get rid of people calling and taking it, because that's how much money that's got to be. Their outside vendors have to be, their bill for that has to be great.
Yeah.
Boy, check the careers page on eBay. Dynasty Days says, what it is, Kent? How you doing? Did we say hi to Kent already?
Yeah, hi Kent. He was saying hi, and the posters.
There's the posters.
He's in his little bed.
Down detector blowing up for the past 2 days. Ooh, because people are just wondering why eBay sucks. Stoke says, just crossed my mind, even when March rolls around and the site feels more normal, the damage has been done. Some of us are not retracting the efforts made to succeed. eBay still loses. Yeah. Yes. And then I go back up to say, both Patricia says, does the left hand of eBay know what the right one does? I just have to say that in corporate America, I'm not the guy to be talking about this, but I'm going to, because I'm here. They don't think about people, not in the boardroom. I mean, people are, we've all seen enough movies to know that in the boardroom, people are not a thing. 78 job openings.
They currently have 78 job openings.
To cover those 1,000 people they got rid of. So, by the way, go work for eBay now. You're basically going to be in a salt mine for 12 hours a day.
Discover jobs around the world.
Oh, Biff worked for a company that had a $2 million Oscar party in March 2000, only to fire half the company in September. Because when you are the CEO, I got a tissue box full of Porsches. It's like, this Porsche's dirty. Just throw it away. Just pull out another one. Because that's how they roll. And I understand that mentality. Because it, depends on what's, I'm always on the worker side, but I also understand the fact that you're creating generational wealth and wealth in general for lots of other people on the investor side. So families, diapers get purchased from people who invest in your company, and diapers get purchased by people who work for your company.
They have the little robot asking me if I am looking for a
Yes.
job. Hi, are you
CEO.
looking for a job?
Yes.
Ask a question.
Ask if CEO is available.
Find a job.
I'm going to go there.
ask a question.
I would absolutely drive this plane into a mountain.
The bot is
I would
typing.
absolutely never know what to do when it came to forecasting and things. I'm not up to that
Can I work remotely?
effort. Or also, I'm just not up to the. You do need an MBA. You just need the tedious MBA knowledge to. I probably have most of that, but then you also need to be into it. Like, who wants to MBA? Nobody, except for MBAs.
Is the
Steve Vash said
position
available?
Available.
Amy says, I see eBay commercials every night on YouTube. It's all eBay Motors, right?
Let's see.
Yeah, let's see what they say.
Jamie.
Jamie is the president and CEO of eBay. It just says learn more. But, we should all try to apply. You know how they wrote in what's his face yesterday in the election in New Hampshire? They wrote Biden in because there was no Democratic primary or something. So they wrote in his name. So everybody should just go write your name in for CEO. Write my name in for CEO. That would be you. If you want to actually lose all your money and have a terrible, terrible eBay experience, have me. This is what you would hear if I was running it. Not on purpose, but I want to give Jamie a little. I mean, running a big company like Walmart or eBay does take a lot of stress management skills, probably.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah. Every time you get Steve says, every time you get a fast cancellation and the buyer says they found lower price, that was a promoted listing working against you. And also working in tandem with that lower offer, no have to takey, no payee thing, which is dumb. Gus Q's, I don't recognize your name, so you get the triple horn of welcomeness since you stopped promoting and started doing the nuclear reset. Yes.
I'm totally going down the rabbit hole on this eBay site.
Yeah.
All right, no more.
Paul Rose says they want maximum revenue from seller fees, but most sales are dropping, so they won't be delivering on their own green bottle. Yes. No, I'm sure they see that. I'm sure they go, oops. They're like, oopsie. When they should be going, doy, they're going, oops. Which reminds me of the super funny and unfortunately canceled Cosby comedy from the early days of the oops. If you're dentist or your doctor goes oops during surgery. He's like, oops. He's like, what do you mean oops? You can't say oops in the middle of surgery. Jamie said oops in the middle of running eBay.
Did you? You already read that how Amy was saying she sees the eBay Motors ads on YouTube.
Yeah, and they do. Yeah. Oh, and Quirky Friend says, wouldn't that be so classic if then Jamie got run out of because he says he's president and CEO. So if he got run out of eBay and ended up at Etsy, because Etsy is kind of wondering what they're gonna do. Freya, aloha, Freya, welcome. Diamante Day says, hold him to it. So we indeed will. That's the mark. So we've now it's kind of that noise is sort of like a wax seal on the envelope
or the
of your words.
Dum.
Yeah, I like the wax seal because it's like more, it's got the wax and the seal.
Oh,
not like a orc. No, like a seal. Like an old letter, old timey letter.
yes.
And you seal it.
Yes.
So that way someone didn't read the secret words contained within.
Did you already read? Gina was saying that she did remove international shipping, and we'll see after 30 days if I start to get more sales.
Yep, she did a few days ago and was hoping to see something happen in the meantime. But 30 days. I mean, you definitely have to give it a little bit of time at least. I think we thought at first you could just do something and it would affect stuff right away, but definitely got to wait. What, are you laughing? You laughing at something?
Oh, no, I was just reading.
Oh, Jen, what's happening in March? Diamante Dave has said also,
that
look at
all
my
of these,
arm. Why does my arm look all weird?
like it's a 90-year-old man?
Yeah, what's happening?
Weird.
My arm has gotten all craggers.
Jen, so Diamante
Do I have
Davis
Ozempic arm?
saying that
I'm not even on
at the end
Ozempic.
of March, supposedly these upgrades that
I'm losing
eBay
weight, though.
is doing to the site and the company are supposed to be finalized, and it's supposed to actually
Yes.
help us sellers. But I was giggling at what Biff was saying when you get back to California, let's infiltrate eBay and just pretend like we work there and attend. Yeah,
I fit in too. I just like
there's
walk in.
still
I'm
a
like,
bunch of
I belong here.
employees that we could mix right in, and
Oh,
they'd
for
be
sure.
like, oh yeah, like showing up at a
Totally.
wedding.
We have to put on our millennial bodysuits.
But they do have a lot of locations though around the world. So 8,000,
most of them are-
9,000 employees or whatever isn't
I think
a whole
most.
lot.
I think most of them are on that campus.
Well, I don't know. There's a
believe
lot.
so.
Go to ebayinc.com.
No, I will not do that.
Um,
I will not check for. I will not test the veracity of my comments. That's for you.
well, I was thinking, I wonder when they're just going to start cutting out some of the whole locations and sell some of this real estate.
Some of the real
have.
estate?
If they own the buildings, I don't know.
Oh, they've got. Yeah. I mean, that part of the companies. You know, they use the McDonald's model of buying property in the Silicon Valley. You can't lose with that. I mean, yeah, you can a little bit. Some of the people in San Francisco are losing, but I think down in the actual valley, you can't lose. May have to evacuate if the propane tanker explodes. What? And Jack's playing with a propane tanker. The innovations lately have indeed been magical, black magical, boomtish. Paul says, yeah. The magical innovations are AI, so they can get rid of some of their employees, so they can. It would be nice if it actually made our lives easier. I'm not against robots if they make our lives easier, which they're supposed to do.
Did you read too that Motorcycle Dark also
No.
removed international?
Oh, you did?
sales?
Okay, good.
So yeah, keep us posted. I'm curious to see, what happens there, for sure. And then Jack was saying he sent you an article via Facebook.
Oh, okay.
This is a quarter
check
of
it
a
out.
mile away right now. Interesting.
I can't look at it because my phone's over there. But, let's see. Magical. I'd make a great. Thank you very much, Intergalactic Microsystem. It would make an excellent CEO. Like the cat that picked better stocks, the investment man. Exactly. So I would definitely get Idiot Savant. Maybe I would benefit from Idiot Savantness. I would just march in there and I'd be like, I am CEO. Give me something. I would negotiate my golden parachute day 1. Day 2, I would use said golden parachute.
That's funny. You're laughing at your own jokes.
I know. Let's see. Jamie is eBay's Snidely Whiplash. He's just like, meows, meows. And Penelope what's Penelope's name? Penelope Prostate? Penelope Pitstop? Penelope Pitstop, maybe. She's tied down to the rails, but that's the sellers, right? We're tied down to the rails. And then the investors are all on the train coming towards the resellers who are tied to the tracks. The sellers are in the train. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase this. A picture, if you will, a bucolic meadow with train tracks going down the center. And there's a train speeding headlong at full speed, full of eBay investors towards a damsel in distress, eBay resellers tied to the tracks. And off to the side is Jamie Snidely Whiplash going, if you can't have the resellers, no one shall.
Like Smithers.
Oh, like Snidely Whiplash.
I don't know who
That was
that
before
is.
Smithers. Get with the program. Get with the Hanna-Barbera, lady. Yes. Biff Boffo, definitely don't participate in anything new that eBay unveils. Do not. Gus Case. I say Case, right? Q's? Gus Q's. Or Gus Q's. Now I'm hungry for queso.
Stop.
And how to Q and U in a word for food. That means queso. Look, Mom, they said my name on the internet. Patricia says Nell was tied to the trucks. Nell.
It was hot for the horse.
And was hot for the horse, yes.
Huh?
Yeah, it was a hot horse. Horses can be quite attractive.
Oh, God.
Paul says Dick Dastardly without the charm. Boffo says Dick Dastardly is the villain in Penelope Pit Stop. Right, because they had cars. So Dick Dastardly was essentially the same thing as Snidely Whiplash. But he had like a driving hat on and like a leather jacket, and he drove like a car. Oh, and he had the dog. The he dog. The guy that... I can't do it anymore. I used to do it when I was a kid, but it was Muttley. Muttley the dog. But then he was also somebody else's dog too at some point. Hot Rod Granny maybe had Muttley the dog, but then I think Dick Dastardly took Muttley from Hot Rod Granny. Are we right? We don't know where we're going with this. I think Snidely was Bullwinkle universe. Was he? No, maybe. I thought it was Stop That Pigeon. So Snidely would be in the Hanna-Barbera world. No. Okay. Mr. Peabody and Sherman are Dick Dastardly. Well, this is important, so we want to make sure we've got this straightened out. Dick Dastardly is from the Genius Brains at the Rocky and Bullwinkle show.
Andy Someta.
Andy Someta. Aloha. I love cheese like Goldfinger loves gold. That was Gus's rap line. 6x6, there was Muttley and Mumbles. They looked the same, but they were different dogs. They were indeed. They said the same things, though. So Hot Rod Granny had Muttley? Wacky Races, yes. I thought that was Penelope Pit Stop and the other one. Not Dick Dastardly. No, Dick Dastardly is the villain in Penelope Pit Stop universe. And Fractured Fairy Tales, yeah. Boy, I don't know. I feel like more confused than when I started. Because Muttley and Mumbles, they're all... I think these are all... I don't know. Mr. Wizard, take me away. Mr. Wizard. Doot. Also, Calgon, take me away. Am I right? We've only been on for an hour. I feel like I'm running out of things because today's was all about the 1,000. Oh, no. Also, this probably should have led with this.
What is it?
We should eBay reseller news now with Primo, Kimo, and
a side of spam.
So, we have figured out how to increase your sales without doing basically anything. What you do, check this out. Go to where you store your items that are for sale on eBay right now. Go to them, and you got to do a little bit of research. Look around at them and pick out one or two items that you really, really hate and you want to sell. And then yell at them in your mind. You will be sold. I hate you, item. You're a terrible item. You get out all your hate and spite and misery, and then the item sells. That's what you did.
Yeah.
Remember?
I was down in the basement and
you yelled at that one thing that
thing.
never sells, never going to sell. You hated it.
And I was like, oh,
It was a
man,
spite
you're
sell.
so in the way. And
Spite
then I
sell.
came upstairs from the basement
And it sold.
cha-ching!
Yeah, so you guys try that.
So naps work, taking naps.
A nap. If you have no sales at all in one day,
Take a nap.
Take a
and
nap
while you're
around
napping, you're gonna hear
2:30
the
in the
phone,
afternoon.
Ching, 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 ching.
I mean, we
ching,
can only
ching,
give you our
ching.
experiences. We can't, we don't stand behind these.
And then curse at an item that's been
Biff has got a
hanging around.
large collection of cartoon promo glasses from the 70s. That's how you know the nonsense. I have the one that I got that I cherished my entire life. I still have it, is the Buzzard. It's not Chester Cheetah. He's actually Cheetah. It's from Taco Bell, and you know that one we have. It's a weird one, but I think the Buzzard and a Cheetah guy are there, and they're Warner Brothers, but they're from Taco Bell from mid 70s. And my mom washed it so many times in the dishwasher that the ink is all like matte now. It's not shiny. So I bought a backup one so I can like look at the backup one, but I still have the original one. You know, I like to keep things real up in there. Patricia was just an after school cartoon. Me too. I had my latch key and I latch keyed myself into cartoons.
I like the after school specials, and there was square pegs.
Cool Cat. It was Cool Cat and Beaky Buzzard. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this thing, everybody. Cool Cat. He was like, I have
a minty one. He can get you a minty one.
I do have one. I have one. That's the only one I can remember having from. And then I made Bridget smashed one of my
Who dat?
camp. Oh yeah, who dat? Spam over here smashed one of my Snoopy Camp Tecumseh. What's it called? The you know, the Snoopy glasses. But those weren't from my childhood. Those were after my childhood. So I never had them, but I just cherished them. And then you broke one. And I will never forgive you for that.
Oh, too bad.
I know. There's such a list of things I can never forgive you for breaking. Got all those. Let's see. Moronic Pest. I still have the cereal box mail away car models from Wacky Races. The Mean Machine. Do you seriously? Penelope's car, I remember, had like a parasol, like a parasol umbrella, because she was very prissy. Like, she was super chick. Like, not super chick. She was very chicky. She was a lady, and she had like a parasol. She was very frilly, you know?
No.
Okay. Camp Snoopy. That's what those glasses were, yes. Yes, they're cheap. And like I said, I absolutely did not have them as a kid, but I just liked them because I like Snoopy. So I was like, hey, I'll get those.
Can I just say, peeking out from this Streamlab desktop window, we have, I think it must be My Boring Reseller Life's thumbnail, Trolls Need to Learn. And it's AI generated with the trolls sitting at desks.
Oh, it's this one right down here at the
Yeah,
bottom.
it's so
it's
great.
Behind me. I gotta turn this off so you can actually see it. It's the one right behind our head there.
Because
now the guys like John, Flippin' Ain't Easy, and James, they're using AI for their thumbnails, so they come up with. Oh, look at that picture. That's a picture of our pile in our.
One of our death piles.
It's not a death pile. That's our.
Well, no, it's
that's
not.
Our inventory that we're listing right
actively decaying pile.
It's actively decaying into eBay.
Yeah.
You know, what do you call it? eBay. What do you call it there? What do you call it there? eBay. Wait, I gotta put on my NDI source so we come back all small. Now we're big. Hey. Nagel. Yes, Nagel. That's a super legit Nagel. Yeah, it's Michelle. Maybe number. I think there might have only been 20 of them. Let's look at that again.
Oh, it's from right. I'm like, wait, where did they get Nagel from that picture that you just showed? Yeah.
Right here. Yeah.
That
that is Michelle. That's a legit one from. It's a pre. I want to say he only made 20. Prints. It's a small number compared to how many, because he was in Playboy magazine and he did a lot of products and stuff. But his actual prints pre to his passing away, there was only 30, maybe something like that. Michelle's being one of them. And then the rest of them. You
obsessed over that for
so my gosh.
long.
When we spent, I think I bought it for like $2,600, and now it's worth like 10 grand probably.
Yeah, Jen is saying after school specials were the bomb. And I remember, I think that's where I was introduced to Sarah Jessica Parker. I think she was in a bunch of those Square Pegs. Was she in Square Pegs?
Square Peg, yes.
Because those were after school specials, right?
No.
Really?
No, Square Pegs was a primetime show.
Oh, okay.
There's only 12 episodes or 16 or 22 or something. There's only one season of it, I think.
Patricia's asking did you love the Snoopy's Hayfro shows in his last video?
Yes, I did. I did. I haven't even talked to him. I don't know what is going on with he seems to be just like completely I mean, I know he's
think he's
around and he's doing
busy.
stuff, but he seems to be so busy. Doing some sort of secretive experimentation. So I think he's in
Well, Stoic was saying
Professor Hayfro's mode.
Stoic was saying that he and Jack and
Yes, Stoic are
Hayfro
doing.
are working on like a big project.
Yes, they are. They are. Yeah. So, and I did see those on there, and I liked them. The thing is that they're not as old as he thinks they are, but that's okay. I mean, Snoopy is one of the only copyrights that I know of that doesn't copyright their stuff by the year that it was copyrighted. They license stuff out still 1954 and 1966. Like they don't. You'll never see a copyright. 2000 Peanuts. Well, you may see that, but if it's an actual peanut product licensed by Charles Schultz, it doesn't. They just say 54 and 66. Does anybody know about that? Has anybody seen that before? It's a weird thing with just peanuts. I don't see it with other things.
Oh, Patricia was saying that the Nagel she got it for her late husband in a New York gallery as an engagement present, and it makes her sad now.
No, do not.
If it makes you sad, then
You shouldn't.
yeah, you should sell it.
You should sell it and get the money and buy things that don't make you sad.
Well, that's just it. It might be a constant reminder, but then again, if you sell it, you might miss it. I don't know.
But you could get like, I've talked to people about these kind of things before, and my suggestions are like, get something representative of it but if it makes you sad, you just really shouldn't. I mean, if you're saying you're sad but you want to be reminded, that's a different story. But if
Yeah.
it makes you sad and you just don't want to be in that sad mode, you just want to remember positive things.
Oh, she
and
said
things.
she wouldn't miss it. It's been packed away for a long time.
Yeah, sell it. Get that thing out of there.
I follow an Instagram page. It's all Nagel. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the family's involved. So if you post anything, if you post your original Nagels, the family usually will chime in and say cool, and yeah, I'm really sorry to hear about that, Patricia. But think about it. Think about maybe passing it on to somebody who it'll make really happy and get something to make you happy.
Well, she's saying
Like a hot tub.
The thought of shipping it is done.
Get a hot tub. I want a hot tub. I'm selling Nagel to get a hot tub. Oh, excuse me.
I don't know, Patricia.
We've had multiple hot. Hold on, one second. I gotta sniff.
You sell those big clocks. I can't imagine shipping it would be much harder.
So we should do shipping videos, but we're not shipping the big things anymore so much. But pool noodles, put it down over the edge of the frame. So you just start with a pool noodle, outline the whole thing with pool noodles. Then I take the foam, and I go around and around and around it. Then I put foam core on each side of the painting.
And then you can get.
And then you tape that all the way around and make it a big sandwich. You can't hurt it. And then you put that in. And then you put that in cardboard.
And yeah, you can get the big either mirror or art boxes from U-Haul.
Patricia, do you think the glass in your Nagel? Do you think it's actually
real
glass? Because ours is so big they wouldn't. Originally they didn't have glass in the really. Because there's some pretty. Ours is really big.
Well, she bought it
Like 4
directly.
feet.
Maybe she could.
They could have.
She got it from a gallery, right?
No, sometimes they put glass. Yeah, in New York City they might put glass just because it's nicer, But a big sheet of glass is very dangerous, so it would have to be a thicker glass. That's why I'm wondering if maybe it's not, because they do make really high end, like museum quality or museum grade acrylic. That non-reflective,
or
yeah. And AV.
Yeah.
Audio,
UV,
video,
UV.
yeah.
Oh, Major Wood!
Major Wood,
so
thank you.
sweet.
Super appreciate that. The clocks don't have glass, right? Of course.
Yeah.
And cool that you know who Nigel is and appreciate his work too. I mean, I'm so 80s. Okay, so here's something that most people won't get, and I just did it yesterday, and I'm like, I have this little pile of pornography in our living room. That's
Wee magazine.
Wee magazine from the 70s. It's
like tasteful.
It's fairly tasteful, but it was pretty aggressive for the time.
I haven't opened them up.
But it also has real, like, not articles that are, whatever. But it talks about stereo systems and Porsches and all kinds of stuff dudes would like in the 70s. So we've got January through December Wee magazine, and I switch them every month. Like just a freak, just a total freak.
Huh?
I'm a freak. I'm saying I'm a freak. I mean, who has a stack of 70s porn in their living room?
Wait, I'm sorry. You're saying you swap the top one every month?
Yeah.
To the current month that we're in?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yeah. I forgot it last month, so I did it this month, and I'm like, wow, I am really super weird.
You're insane.
Yeah. But it's just I just gotta feel the feelings of the olden days. It's not like I don't even look at Michelle every day, but I would miss her if she wasn't there.
Major Win is saying that his wife was overjoyed about the anniversary. Cheers. So grateful to you both. You are extremely sweet. And
yes.
Happy anniversary again.
Happy anniversary! Oh, see, now that's the noise from the super chat. It takes like an extra.
Weird.
I don't know. It takes like 40 seconds to hit. So that's why we don't know. But now we know.
So, and Patricia was saying I might have acrylic substituted for it.
Yes. That would be good. And acrylic can be expensive. So I just found out this is a thing, and I think it works everywhere. If you go to buy acrylic, you will pay. It comes in 4x8 sheets, and you will pay less if you purchase the entire 4x8 sheet and have it cut to the sizes you want than buying just one piece. It was crazy. I don't know. I never knew that, but it was true at our local place. So it may be different other places, but it was cheaper to buy the entire one sheet of acrylic, have them do, for $5 a cut or whatever they charge to cut out the piece you want and take the rest of it home with you.
That was at Acme Glass, right?
No, that was at Burlington.
It was a glass shop.
Yeah.
But Darth Richter is saying my 1-year anniversary was January 14th.
Nice. Aloha to you and your spouse.
You're just
congratulations.
A young one on the eBay. Wow.
I used to buy acrylic sheets for the museum. Used to buy it by the sheet. Had things fabricated. Yeah, it's way cheaper, like way cheaper, like a third of the price. Like I was like, why am I so stupid? Why are you so stupid? I punched myself. When I think about me, I punch myself. That was a song. When I think about me, I punch myself. Okay,
what
I used to buy.
What a weird song that is. That's
weird.
Stupid.
Yeah, you guys, congratulations. Yeah, I mean, do we have more to say? How are you guys doing? How you doing? Do little Joey. How you doing? Is there anything else to talk about? I mean, I think so. The Divinals, yes, the Divinals. I saw them. Did I see the Divinals, or it was Transvision Vamp? I saw open for one of the first shows of 9 Inch Nails, and he had hired a band because he was just the one dude, just Trent Reznor, and it was one of the first shows. It was at the Warfield in San Francisco, and it was insanity. I was just like, wow, this is my whole new life now. Is 9 Inch Nails. Well, just the sound that they brought was cool.
Moronic Pest was
like Skinny Puppy, but good.
Was saying that Hayfro mentioned that something about listening a lot more and watching less reselling videos.
Yes,
for a while.
I think that's what's happened. Is he's just vaped. He just vaped out like getting in a headspace, designing his headspace. I have a friend from high school that does. I don't know much about what he does, but some of it has to do with hypnotizing. He's a human designer. Sounds a little new agey, but at the same time, some of the parts of it seem like you can design yourself. I mean, like, I want to be a big fat guy with the Montreal hat, with the radio and the lady. Here I am. Designed by Primo. Yeah, I mean, you can work towards things and design yourself. You can do that. Sure. Thank you. It was a first great year. Here is too many mores. Cheers. My first.
If you can make it through this, past year, then you'll be making it pretty far.
Yeah, exactly. Because this has been the trying of all the things. And before this, I like to think pre-June how oblivious and like in our own just eBay island. We were on, but it was a nice island. It was like it had like a landing planes. You can, it had like cars and stuff. Had a Rolls Royce. Remember that? But
look at this little tiny dog.
it had a little dog. We had everything we needed on eBay Island, and then they sunk it. They like just used it for target practice. And by them, I mean Jamie.
Darth Ritter was saying for 2 months he did YouTube and eBay and burnt out badly. Well, if you're a one-man show, I can see how that would be nearly impossible. But, the two of us together were able to...
Well, we don't... I don't... Darth Drifter, I don't know if you... Are you full-timer? Are you a part-time eBayer?
Oh, right. No, you have another job.
Yeah, you have a job, right?
Oh, geez Louise.
I mean, that's impossible. So I wouldn't ever say that. We don't do... We're just old people who sit around and have nothing better to do anyway. Yes. Yeah, of course.
Oh,
you have
no
a job.
wonder... My goodness! Wow.
You stoic? Who else? I mean, Polish Pete. I mean, so many people have full-time jobs, and I sit here and go, "Well, dang, we got it pretty good." I still think that, even though we got beat up by eBay, halved our income, I still feel like we have it good.
Well, you're generally a very happy, positive, optimistic
Thankfully,
person,
and
yeah, and that's good. That's a good thing.
Not even close, bud.
I haven't gotten to use that one.
Huh.
Do you think Jamie is on his... Yes, sweetie, he's on his 300th call right now. He's only got like another 700 to go. Well, he may enjoy it. I don't know what kind of a Satanist this guy is. Not Satanist. Sadomasochist he is. He may enjoy it. There are leaders who enjoy lopping off heads. Amy says, "Oh, good to hear. There's no excuse to not come back with me Ken style this summer. Bring the yacht rock." I love some yacht rock. We'll do that.
Yeah.
It's tough to have to do the copyright though. I wonder though, can we get super chats, or do super chats get taken away if we have copyrights? They don't, do they?
Ooh,
I don't know though.
No clue.
Because I would just play music all the time. I don't mind the copyrights. Like in our Friday show, it almost always gets demonetized because of copyright music. Because I want to hear copyrighted music. It makes everything more fun, but you can't get paid for it, which I don't care.
Yeah, that's a good question. If you play copyrighted music in a live, do they take any super chats and stuff? You should look into that. YouTube.
Major Wynn's got a melty smiley face there because he's like, we haven't done YouTube, not yet anyway. YouTube is they're all like real mind Fs, So eBay did not used to be a mind F. It used to just be like you list the stuff and it sells, but now it's a mind F. YouTube's a mind F. I mean, not that people are even mean. We haven't experienced too many meannesses yet. I always expect to.
You're still new at this, so.
Hopefully we do. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm set for it, but you never know until it actually happens.
Yeah, you definitely can
Let's do
talk
it.
a lot. So
we're getting in the pudding
good.
in the pudding wrestling ring. I will get in the chocolate pudding ring with anybody, pretty much.
So, any final thoughts on eBay?
Biff says my Y2 profile page has nicely curated hatch rock playlist.
My Y2?
Yacht rock. Y2K. Y2.
Your YouTube profile.
The
page.
YouTube profile has yacht rock. You know, I think we've actually played some of your music before. We have played some of it. I thought it is quite curated. Yes. I like my mom used to be so into, the one that I always joke about it too, that I'm the sixth member of, it's the one from the Bay Area, and it's, you would all obviously know that, Biff, and they're the best ones from the Bay Area. Pablo Cruz, thank you. Sorry. Pablo Cruz. It's like, it was like a record that came with like a 8-ball. Because yacht rock used to be cocaine. Cocaine fueled. It was like the mellow cocaine fueled fun.
Oh, Amy's saying
you're arriving.
it was a reference to an earlier video when you said you sold yacht rock.
Oh yeah, I mean, oh, and Biff was talking yacht rock too. Oh, I was talking yacht rock. Who knows? By the time you get to the end of the questions, it's just so hard. I wish there was an easier way. I can put it on something called like slow messages.
No.
But it limits the message writer to like one message every 30 seconds or something, which doesn't seem useful.
Oh, Edwarder, another enjoyable live. Well, thank you.
Thank you very
listening
much.
to resellers who don't complain about eBay the whole time, even though it's clearly a train wreck. Great work, you two.
Thank you very
really
much.
Sweet. Thank you, Ed.
Yeah, we still enjoy our we still enjoy the things we sell, and we still enjoy the platform as a whole.
You know, I get these bursts of, wow, we're so fortunate to be able to do this with eBay.
I'm so fortunate I don't have to drive you to work every morning.
I know.
That's my favorite
You drove me
part.
to work. But yeah.
Okay, so for 30 years I drove her to work and picked her up every day.
Where's the tiny violin?
So 20 minutes each direction. So that's 40 minutes for the
Where's
driving.
the violin?
It's right here. Then we have 40 minutes to pick her up. That's 80 minutes a day, and I didn't even have a job. I was in traffic 80 minutes a day.
Oh, I needed it more.
It was 80 minutes a day that I will never get back. Now multiply 80 minutes times 250 days a week. You will come up with 1 billion minutes you owe me somehow.
Thanks, Patricia. It's a actual button-up shirt. Has a little flyaway collar. Yeah. I gave myself 3 horns. Yeah, I know, Biff, right?
Steely Dan did cocaine? No. Steely White. Oh wait, I already read that. Thank you though. Again, Ed, I appreciate that. Way too okay, thanks. I love that I can stay home and cook and just eke by on eBay. Yeah, it is. And you get to live in the Bay Area, which I would love to live there still. I mean, you do have to live in the Delta, but it's still nice. It's still the Bay Area, right? It's still nice.
Patricia, it's like a faux patchwork. It's like woven, printed like that, and then it does have little actual
threads?
real
It is
white
threads.
stitching though, to outline each diamond
It's
shape.
and it's not diamonds, it's harlequins, right? Because if a diamond is on its end, it's a harlequin.
Okay,
Mm.
mister.
I'm sorry to have to
Yes,
do
fashion
math with you.
police.
Sorry to do math.
Oh,
Yes,
good
this is the
heavens.
way. Okay. Well, we're gonna go now because we talked enough. Biff is in Placerville these days, but my roots are in Lodi. Okay. And Napa. Yeah. Placerville's nice though.
Oh yeah.
Harlequin from the 90s is roaring back. Yes. Well, everything. So we have everything that we've kept. We've kept tons of 80s, 50s stuff. So we have like a death pile, if you will, of 1980s, 50s retro. 1980s retro. 1980s, 50s retro.
Right. Stuff that is from the 80s, but it was made to look like it was the 50s.
Yes. So we have a bunch of that stuff that we hang on to still because we figure that's going to pretty much corner the market someday.
Thank you, Callie Debs.
Yes. Goodbye, Callie. Hello, aloha is both hello and goodbye. So aloha, Callie Debs. Thank you very much. Semi did not blow up, so it's all good. Good. Okay, guys. Have a great day. We'll be back
Thanks for being here.
Our next deal is Friday at 4:00, where we do our Tiki non-eBay oriented show. So we will be back just for fun, and we'll be back, and hopefully we'll see you there. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and see you guys on Friday.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. We appreciate you. Thank you. Major Win, thanks for the super chat or the little thingy. Oh wait, now we're demonetized.
We are. We probably are, but still. I just like it. It sounds like a pro show, right? Okay, guys. Adios.